I'd love to have a ring. I guess I don't. Yeah, this is the right hand. I, I I don't have one, but it doesn't make my experience going back and seeing when the Braves have an alumni weekend, the guys I played with. I mean, we have the best time seeing each other. We don't say to ourselves, we never won a World Series. We got into the playoffs in '82. Life's a bummer. We just, now we're at the age we don't hardly remember a lot of things, but we remember some. We don't really even bring up certain circumstances. It was just we're all friends, not necessarily close friends, but we went through this battle together, and we had a good experience. Yeah. For a CEO to take culture and the growth of their employees, which is critical for especially employees of this generation, my kids, they want to grow, they want to develop. There's a lot more than just punching the clock. That's why we see executives over culture and people and relationships. It's critical. It's critical, and it's got to be conscious. It's got to be a conscious decision. Really, what does come first? Is it profit or is it people? And bottom line is it's people. And I think it gets back to really the niche we're in and the size of companies. Would you say this, Stacy? We have an opportunity to be with some people that really recognize that, and they're not so big that they've lost their culture. Is that
for sure? Yep.
Yeah.
Still manageable. Mm-hmm.
I think what's interesting is, speaking of culture, just as a brainstorm here, a lot of companies, I think you go, what's your culture? And the executives will say, here's what we do. And I'm like, no, you don't ask the executives what the culture is. And it's not written down. Well, it could be written down, but my point is, it's the people working for you that will tell you what your culture is. And you can say all these things you want, but if people aren't feeling something unique about where they work, it's not going to be a good experience for them. And let me get back to that as well. Bobby Cox, he wanted certain kinds of players. He wanted, and I guess my point is, culture came first with Bobby. He didn't want any disruptions in the locker room. And that doesn't mean you get a bunch of guys that are same personality. And it doesn't mean you don't fire people and cut people and trade people. Bobby did that. It's how you handle them and handle those situations, and how you communicate with people. It doesn't mean you can't ever fire somebody or, change jobs or what have you. It's just that things are done in a respectful way with people in mind.